Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the last Cloudia video. My name is DK, and today we're going to be going over the newest unit from the Bayonetta collab, Jeanne. She will be dropping Thursday morning. We did have the video dropped earlier this morning, so we're going to kind of go over that. Now, I really, I don't know about this unit, honestly, guys. Not going to be a PvE unit, honestly. It's going to be more of a PvP unit. So 6 hits on the S1, 10 hits on the S2, and 16 hits on the S3. We kind of stopped that for a second. As you can see, the animation speed is pretty decent on that S1. Single target, and then it looks like a gap closer for the SU. But 16 hits is not the worst. That might be her fastest attack. That is an absolutely insane animation right there. She's pretty much naked. Really cool animation, comes straight out of the game. So she also does apply like a little debuff there. I don't know what that was. That was kind of caught me off guard. I don't know if that was a mess up on their end, why they would show the slide, but maybe during the game there's a lot of slides, so I wonder if they just kind of did it for fun. I don't know. There might be something to do with this mask. I haven't done too much research on that mask, but as you can see, it still says 29 hits. So I don't know. She does change costumes though when she does her ult, which is really cool. Now for Jeanne's traits, we do have her first trait is going to be when equipped with only one weapon, thunder damage plus 50% and damage cap plus 10k. Very good. No condition there. Very nice. We always love to see that. We also have damage cap when hitting an attribute weakness with thunder is 15k. So we have 35k already out the bat. And you will have to hit the attribute weakness. So if for some crazy reason you're not hitting that attribute weakness, then you're losing 15k. Again, condition, but not a big one. So not the worst, but also not the greatest, considering she's dual wield. Honestly, the first trait should have been 20k, just flat out 20k. That would have helped out a lot for single wield. She doesn't have any additional hit mechanics or anything like that, so I feel like her cap is very low for what she is. So battle start when revived. So battle start and when you're revived, you give all enemy a trophy debuff. Damage dealt by enemies with a trophy debuff is minus 30%. So that's very nice for arena, giving everybody that minus 30% reduction. Every 10 seconds, when the unit is at 80 HP or more, you re-give the trophy debuff. So it's cool that you can possibly keep that flow on, throughout the fight. Usually a strong arena match will only last about 20, 30 seconds, 40 seconds max, depending on what kind of tanks you're fighting and what the team you're running. So not the greatest on attack, but a very good debuff for your team, so that you can help you a little bit on the survivability side for arena. So I really like that. For 2, we have Moth Within. Won't faint for enemy attacks when magically attacked. Chance to give unit witch time buff, which magic is heavily used in arena. So there's either ice, thunder, fire. I don't really see too many winds, but mostly like the ice and the lightning and the fire. We also do have the Witch Time buff activated with magic this time. So Witch Time buff active, damage taken is minus 30%. Very nice. That is only for her though. She won't flinch from magic attacks, so it gives her some kind of super armor against it. We also have give physical and magic attack damage plus 20% debuff to enemies. So she is kind of like that debuffer unit in arena. But it just seems really out of place for me. But I could definitely see why people would want to use an arena. For me, I don't 100% don't need her. Uh, it would be nice to have the 30% debuff, but everybody feels like it's sitting so hard in there. I don't really know how much that 30% is going to go. But I mean, of course, we'll see when it happens. I mean, not a lot of people play arena either, so I mean, it's a niche unit, right? I really do like her artwork here. It's really nice. So for her abilities, we do have skill 1, medium area thunder combo attack. No additional, see right here, no additional damage cap, which is kind of sloppy for PvE. Instantly closes the gap for medium area thunder combo attack that pushes enemies. I really don't really care for that. Pushes enemies. It's not like you're going to be pushing Kraken out of the way or anything like that. Wave fights are pretty simple. You're gonna either clear them in 1 hit or you clear them in 2 hits. So I don't really see much of a positive for that. Skill 3, we have wide area thunder combo attack. So nothing. I wish her S3 closed the gap. It doesn't look like it does, but we also don't know the distance because it doesn't say medium. It doesn't say long range. It doesn't say close range. It just says wide area. So I'm definitely to see what the speed is on that. Special. Let's go. Let's get this over with. Powerful thunder combo attack to all enemies gives the defense of minus 35 debuff. Again, she feels like more of an arena unit. Won't really, and that'd be really annoying. There's ways to debuff an enemy. I don't feel like using an alt to debuff an enemy is very wise. It's tedious and it take forever. So no, That's kind of a huge miss there. I do still really like the animation though. I'm trying to stay positive on this, guys. I'm not trying to go completely negative on this. Um, but I'm just trying to look at, when it comes to people spending their money on this game, or on a unit. I really like to be an honest, give like an honest opinion on a unit. At least for my eyes. If you're doing tickets, congratulations on pulling her. If you want to do some free gym pulls, oh, that's great too. Um, for Witch Time, we have a physically attack, chance to give unit Witch Time buff. Witch Time buff active, won't flinch from physical. Really nice. And then we also have, she has that little super armor for physical, buff ends after 5 seconds. Very similar to Bayonetta. Can't be regiven buff before the end. Exactly like Bayonetta, honestly. So if you have some time with Witch Time on Bayonetta, then it's very similar. So you're worthless. These are names, right? Witch Time buff active when taking lethal damage from physical / magic. Survive with 1 HP until the attack ends. It's an RNG based buff, so twice per wave. That's actually pretty nice. So, but you get lucky. That's 2 times that you get that revive. It is only 1 HP, very similar to Decoy. So don't get hit again, or it's done. I think I've actually, I think I've actually gotten it. I think we were playing Bahamut on the podcast, and I think I got the Witch Time buff, and I got nuked instantly right after. It's hilarious. Be Gone. We have boost physical attack damage cap based on number of debuffs on the target. So again, she plays that little debuff factor, but she doesn't really. She's not like how she's not like Thouser debuff in my opinion. For each you get 10% for each debuff damage cap plus 1k, and max only 50% at 5k. Again, they probably should have doubled that. I feel like everything that's in her kit should have been doubled for a single wield unit. She's a newer unit, a newer 2023 unit. We have units like Adele and Balin doing insane damage. We have Vayne. This feels really lackluster. Honestly, when I read this kit, I felt like I was reading Mia's kit, but I mean, it just I like Mia, but it just doesn't feel that good to me. The only really big positive side is that minus 30%. I really do like that about her kit, but I just don't feel like I would swap her out with somebody in my arena team just for that. Um, so it's gonna be interesting. I would definitely like to see some arena teams on this. I just don't. If I don't get her on tickets, I definitely won't be using free gems. I probably more than likely will not be using any kind of money for this unit, and that's more or less where I'm heading towards as far as pulling for this unit. Is that all? When unit has a debuff, damage dealt is plus 20%. When unit has a status ailment, damage taken is minus 20. So like, again, she has some good survivability when it comes to damage reduction. She also gets damage dealt. So real decent damage, but it just feels mediocre in my opinion. I stake my honor as an Umbra. We have damage taken from Night, God, Spirit, and Stone. 10%. I feel like it should be maybe 20% for. Because she looks like they're going more towards like some kind of team support tank. But we also don't know what her M&D is. We also don't know what her defense is. So that's going to be interesting to see. Heroism 3, this is a joke. I do not like this. They should have done something. I mean, true single wield. I don't know. For the alt, I really anything else but heroism up. It's 5% to SCR defense and HP. I just don't really like it. I felt like that should have been somewhere in her kit. I don't know why it just I don't like it. I don't. She's a collab unit. You want when you make a collab unit, Adis, you want people to want to spend money or like do some pulls for something unique. Heroism 3 is not unique. I don't know why that's on her main showcase spread there. It's just crazy to me. Next we have Giga High Blazer, Giga High Lastoma, like again some more debuffs. Fighting Spirit 5, Resolve 5. So these are actually pretty good. This Fighting Spirit 5, Resolve 5 is really good. She does come with Crit 3, which again we always love when we get Crit 3. She does have Aim Vitals. They should have thrown on Advanced Aim Vitals just because of how lackluster her kit is. Proud Force is nice, real armor for those crits. Patience 2. That's good defense. Armor HP +2. Maglian Shield, really good for PvP. We have Auto Brave, Auto Haste, and Auto High Protection. I really love any unit that comes with Auto High Protection. That's 35%. So very, very nice. Giant Shield, it's only going to help in PvE, which I don't think she's a good PvE unit at all. Physical weak point boost, very nice, because you're gonna want to hit that physical weak point boost to get that extra 15k. So it's just gonna help you. I believe that's 30%. It does come with Doppelhander boost too, so you can stack with Doppelhander boost. I think that's available. Favorite sword high boost. We have sword mega, close high, Thunder Drive, Thunder Mega, Thunder Attack Raise 3, and then no Thunder Crit. And there's a reason why they did it again. I really am getting sick of them doing this shit, honestly. And then Indomitable Spirit for some revive. I'm not gonna beat around the bush anymore with this shit. Like, honestly, she just because the damn thing is on an arc, you shouldn't remove it from a kit. Thunder Crit Raise is a pretty standard these days, and why they removed it, I don't know. I don't. Uh, moving on to the arc. Now, this is actually one big positive for me. Okay, rating the unit. Man, honestly, I only find use for her in PvP. Man, I'd probably give her like an 8.7, honestly. This is just kind of disappointing in my opinion. I know people probably really like Jeanne, and don't get me wrong, if you really like the character, go for it. It's this game's all based on fun factor these days. I don't see there's not much happening in LC right now. So when you pull for a unit, make sure you really like the unit when you do it. It's just gonna be easier on your mind, easier on your gym count, yada yada yada, right? So I will not be spending on this unit at all. Not spending, but I probably won't. I probably do a step up, maybe. I don't know. Step ups are pretty cheap, right? Like $10. I'll probably do that. Maybe one free pull just for the arc. And now this is why I want to do a pull or two, because not for the unit, but for the arc. The arc trait is bad. I would never use arc trait. I don't care about the arc trait. We always like skills on arcs. You really have to win this over when it comes to an arc trait. But we'll go ahead and read it out. We have skill damage to airborne enemies plus 20%, very similar to Sky High. We have when enemy is airborne, damage taken minus 20, mid. During battle, unit and highest STR ally max HP plus 50%, and then sword or machine. I don't even care. I don't even care to finish that. Whatever, we'll finish it. Attack specialists have a chance to deal crit. Who cares? It's not. I could see some kind of use for the sword and machine equipped attack specials. No, I can't. Just kidding. Man. Got him. Learnable skills, we have Witch Heart. Now, the skills are nice. Now, the ones that's really going to catch attention. Witch Heart is nice. HP 10%. I bet you maybe if that thing's like 3 or 4 SC, maybe that's actually pretty good. Pulley's Butterfly. This thing is nasty. Battlestar, give damage taken minus 20% buff for 20 seconds. This thing is disgusting. I really want to know how much it's going to cost. I want to say maybe 6, 7 SC. But pretty nasty. 20% reduction for 20 seconds. This is something that I would like to use in Arena. Because I do play Arena. So, that's really nice. I will most likely. Witch Heart and Pulleys are great. Definitely Pulleys going to be the biggest skill here. So really, really good. Thunder Crit Raise. Oh, that's why it's not on her kit. They want you to give her crit raise, but they want to make sure you pull this arc so that you can put this on her. Critical rate of Thunder attacks plus 5%, critical power plus 50. She does come with attack up to God Shield and Auto Brave. Garbage. Let's see. The next thing we have is we have the AER. Now the AER I do like. It's nice. You get an MP 5%. That's the trait. And that's a really good trait in my opinion. A lot of good MP magic users are going to love this, and it's an accessory. That's 70 MP and INT plus 50. It's a great accessory for magic users. No attribute resistance, which is fine because it comes with a very nice curse resist and silence resist. So again, this thing is meant for your magic users like Lenius or Maja, or very, very good, especially when you want to maintain an MP for hell. I would even use it on Roy because he has alchemy. If you guys are Roy fans, but great arc. The past arc we just recently got was decent. No, actually, no, I didn't really like it at all. I didn't care if I got it. The only thing for me was that MND. This one is actually worth going for. Maybe a couple free pulls for. Again, wouldn't spend on it, but I mean, it is a very nice minus 20%. I really like that. So again, arc is definitely way better for me than the character. If I get the character in the process of going for the arc, then great. I probably will never use her, honestly. And if I do get her, just testing purposes on that 30% reduction and whatnot. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So not a lot happening. We will get some tickets. We will get some updates to the event. The same old, right? With these collabs, it's pull the unit, go broke, play a 20-minute event, and then move on. Yeah. So I most likely will not be pulling for this unit, honestly. And honestly, I don't really, playing Bayonetta, she was, I didn't really find her too fascinating in the game. I mean, we all played for Bayonetta, let's be real here. Yeah. Anyways, guys, so much you guys think. If you guys are going to pull for her, good luck to you guys, honestly. Just for me, I just wanted to give my own personal opinion on this. Again, unit, very mid. Arc, pretty damn good. Very good stuff. Stuff that you'll use for if you're an arena player. If you're an arena player, it's very good. PVE, you'll find different ways to get that 20% reduction, or just survivability in general. So yeah, if you guys like today's content, please like and subscribe. Sorry I was so harsh on this. I was really excited for this collab. It just wasn't for me, honestly. But you guys have a great night. Be safe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.